Welcome to the... Welcome.
It's a Behind the Bitch check-in. It's a Behind the Bitch check-in. It's a Behind the Bitch check-in. You don't know what's going on if I don't check in. So it's a Behind the Bitch check-in. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. It's Monday. Thank you for tuning in to the Behind the Bits Daily Check-In. I am going to be a total pest for the next couple weeks, all the way up through November 6th. You are going to hate me as much as you hate political ads, because I was nominated to be in the Discover Pods Awards, which is put on by Buzzsprout, and it turns out they picked me to be in the top 12. So the Behind the Bits podcast is up for votes up against podcasts like The Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard, Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, WTF with Mark Maron, Ezra Klein, Benjamin Dixon. I mean, I'm up against big podcasts. So what I would like to do is beat them. I would like to get votes, because that's the only way you win on this one, is votes for my podcast. So I made a real easy URL for you. Go to thebtbpc.com/vote. And what the heck, I'll just put it right here in the comments too. So you can just do a cut and paste or click or whatever you do. And real easy to vote. You go to that page, you can vote in any category or all categories. My podcast, Behind the Bits podcast, let's get my thing up here, Behind the Bits, right? Whoa, right there. Behind the Bits podcast is nominated or a finalist for the best interview style podcast. So please give me a vote. I will not beg any more than I can. I'm going to beg a lot. I'm just going to do a lot of begging. So just get used to it. The btbpc.com/vote. Give me a vote, will you? It only takes a few seconds. Put your email in, vote, click, boom, you're done. It is the last day for my popular episode 42 with Jeff Bodart. Very good episode and been very well received. I am totally happy with this episode and stoked. As homework, I suggest you listen to Jeff Bodart, Adorable and Affordable. Either buy it or listen to it on Spotify or whatever app you use to listen to comedy albums. And that will let you know what's going on as far as what we talk about for probably half the podcast. So, really good idea to listen to that. Jeff is a fantastic comic and was a fantastic guest. So it's the last day to get in on the first week of that. So podcast metrics go by downloads in the first week, and I've done well, but could always get better. So if you haven't listened yet, give it a listen. Now tomorrow it's Justin Foster, and Justin was also a great guest. So he's taking this pandemic opportunity to do a lot of really cool stuff, like work on script writing. He retook a comedy class that he had taken before, and just trying to better himself. And it kind of inspired me to do the same thing, because besides the podcast and doing a few shows here and there, I haven't done much creatively. So yeah, he kind of jump started me, and I think if you listen to that tomorrow, you will be jump started as well, and really good. Did I mention that I'm a finalist in the Discover Pods Awards under the Interview Style Podcast? Golly gosh, I am, and I'm up against heavy hitters. I mean, people are just going to vote for the Armchair Expert, Conan O'Brien, Benjamin Dixon, Mark Maron, just because they're household names, but they're not they're not doing like what I'm doing. Excellent. Casey Curran voted for me. You guys, I'm going to take a little time here to shout out Casey because he is doing a little web series that I like a lot. He's doing some sketch stuffs and doing some crazy stuff with um, his video and stuff like that. So let me find Casey. Here we are. Here's Casey. I mean, you guys really got to get over and take a look at his stuff. So I'm going to pop that in the comments. Thank you for voting, Casey. I really appreciate it. And there's Casey's channel. Get over there and take a look at some of these videos because he's making me LOL, and they're not really long. It's real quick watch. I mean, you can probably watch all of them that he's got up now in like a half hour or so, but they are hilarious. I absolutely love them. So check out Casey Curran Comedy on YouTube and subscribe while you're there. If you haven't subscribed to my uh if you haven't subscribed to the Behind the Bits YouTube, give that a subscribe too, because I'm like really close to 100. I think I'm like two away or something like that. I haven't put a whole lot of effort into it, but I there's a lot of videos up there, so you might as well take a look and subscribe because it helps everybody out. And Casey's, but you know, subscribe to Casey's before you subscribe to mine because his is hilarious. Also, I forgot to mention as far as Justin Foster is concerned, we didn't talk about this because I forgot, but he's got an album out called it's not more songs about buildings and food, but boy have I been listening to some talking heads lately. Holy cow. Lots of talking heads. And there's also an album out called Casual Gods by Jerry Harrison from Talking Heads. I suggest you give that a listen too because it's good. But Justin Foster has an album out called Dangerless, and that's on Spotify and all the other um, places you can get it to, iTunes and all that. Give that a listen because it's really good. I was listening to it while I was working today, and I really enjoyed it. You know what else we got going on? If this whole voting thing, please vote for my podcast Behind the Bits on Discover Pods thing, their awards thing, so that I can beat out people like that son of a bitch Mark Maron and Dex Shepard and those people. I just want to I want to win. And so if that wasn't enough, we're naming the chipmunks. So Carla Shearling made a mascot for me, and that mascot's going to be on my merch. So if you help me give that chipmunk a name, it could be a he, she, it. I mean, I don't know how it identifies, but whatever name will be its name. So you can give it a name from now through the 31st of this month, or October, and then voting on the names is going to start, and it's going to go November 1st through the 4th. And the winner, whatever this chipmunk gets named, the person who gave me that name is going to get some merch. You can get a T-shirt, a mug, or a hoodie. So, and I need to find somebody to do my merch because the person I was working with never called me back, or I wanted to work with never called me back. So yeah, oops. No, this way. No, this way. There we go. This guy needs a name. This guy, gal, this chipmunk needs a name. So head over to the Behind the Bits Facebook page. That's the only place you can put your name in, and it's the typical thing. Put the name down, tag somebody, like the post, share the post, all that kind of stuff. So please do that so the podcast can get some more exposure, and also you can win some merch. So please do that. There will be a BTB Internet Talk Show on Thursday. However, I haven't finalized my guest list yet because, I just, from Friday through Sunday, I got to tell you, I didn't do anything except for what I wanted to do. And I didn't really touch a computer. Yesterday, I did some stuff. I started getting Justin's podcast ready. So I did a little bit of stuff, but Friday, no, didn't do anything computer wise except for work. And after that, Lisa and I started watching what's it called, The Queen's Gambit on Netflix. That's a show. If you want, see, I'm not into all the superhero nonsense and all that kind of stuff, fantasy stuff. This is an actual show about a girl who's really good at chess, and she's like a genius and stuff like that. So if you want to watch like just like a real show that is about real people that aren't like superhuman or anything like that, or stabbing each other or shooting each other, this is a really good show. It's called The Queen's Gambit. So give that a watch. So we did that. And then on Saturday, we decided to hit a couple trails that we haven't been on, couple parks. So we went down to Peru, Indiana, and we did what's called the Seven Pillars Park. So we hiked a trail that was a couple miles, and then we didn't see the pillars, so we found out we had to drive down a little further, and then the pillars are right there. You didn't even have to hike, but we wanted to hike, so we hiked. And my foot hurts, but that's neither here nor there. It's always going to hurt. So we did that hike, took some pictures, and then we went to Logansport to France Park, it's a big county park that has camping. It's got an abandoned rock quarry. Uh, where they were getting limestone. Just really cool. It reminded me of being in Bloomington, but we did a pretty good hike there and got to see the quarry, and yeah, it was pretty good. Took some pictures there. It was a beautiful day for hiking, so we did that. And then we were tired when we got home, so we watched a little bit more of the Queen's Gambit and went to bed. And Sunday, I did a lot of lawn work. I mowed and cut down some of the flowers that needed cut down and stuff like that, and just generally cleaned up the yard. I blew all the leaves and stuff like that. So yeah, it was good. Feel like I'm talking to myself right now. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. So tomorrow is the Justin Foster episode. Give it a listen. Give the Jeff Bodart episode a download real quick if you haven't already. Gosh, I am in the running for the best interview style podcast under the Discover Pods Awards. So go to thebtbpc.com/vote, and that'll take you right to the voting. Really easy to do. Chipmunk needs a name. So just head over to the Behind the Bits podcast page. I've got a video up top, and the link to the voting or to the name, suggesting names, is right below the video. So everything's pinned to the top. And that's about all I got. I've been talking for 17 minutes. So I am making a spaghetti squash casserole with broccoli, some garlic, and oat milk. I don't remember what's all in it, but I'm going to get that started because that takes a while. And I will see you tomorrow. Oh, I won't be doing a check-in tomorrow, or I'll be doing it late because I'm doing an interview tomorrow. So I'll be doing that at 5. So there you go. Vote. WTBPC.com. Vote /vote for Behind the Bits in the Best Interview Style Podcast. Be nice to each